I got a late night talk today. I feel like getting a couple things off my chest. You know what I'm saying? I feel like me living on my own and understanding like this is a part of like my adulthood and this is a part of my story. With me only being like 22 years old, like all this is really going to be worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like I really truly believe in my vision and I believe in my passion and the work that I put in to get here. Um It's truly a blessing. All glory to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, I am nothing. You know, he kept me motivated, level headed, and kept me pushing throughout this whole process in my journey. Um, me, leaving Sacramento, California to pursue my dreams and, chase my goals and pursue a college education. You know, it's really just one of those things where, like, sometimes you really have to leave your hometown in order to grow. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to leave my hometown for so long. Like I was so like stressed about just leaving. Like and it was kind of like a hate. Like I wanted to leave. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of selfish on my part. It was I was feeling a lot of mixed emotions. Like, because like I was tired of not seeing my friends want to improve. They're doing better now, but it's just like when you get used to a regular scheduled program every day, it gets annoying. You get tired of just seeing everybody doing the same thing every day and you get caught up in your own ways. And eventually your old ways end up turning into bad habits. And I really didn't want to deal with that. So I wanted to go to another environment, you know, and it's worth it. I feel like everybody should really experience leaving their hometown and staying out here for like a year just to see how it is, seeing the different environment on how people, different cultures, different people, period. So I feel like moving away and going away to school honestly was kind of my only way to leave, because I really couldn't figure out what was another way for me to leave, my hometown. I couldn't figure it out. Like I really couldn't put my finger on it. And I knew that I got to stick to my strengths. I knew that I liked school, so I was just like, hey, we're gonna pursue this college education. We're gonna go to college, and excuse me, my whole like mindset and mentality was just to get out as soon as possible. With me graduating in 2022, I was only like 19 at the time. I really couldn't understand. Um, at first, I wanted to go out of state, and I really, just looking back at it now, I really couldn't. I understand why I decided to stay in California, but that out of state tuition is crazy, man. But my mentality at 19 is definitely not the same mentality as it was at 22. Like I was so fixated on just like leaving out of state. And like my parents were talking to me about, nah, you need to go to community college. And I wasn't trying to listen to them at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was like, no, out of state, out of state. I'm gonna do just fine out of state. I wouldn't have done just fine out of state with me taking all those general ed courses, taking all those math classes, just trying to pass algebra. Like algebra was hard for me at the time. Like I couldn't pass algebra. So just really think about me being thousands and thousands of miles away from my house, from my hometown, struggling in a course and that I had to retake. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what could happen if like what if I went on academic probation or something? Like you never know, you know what I'm saying? So just looking back at it, I had to take the initiative on myself and plant this future seed in myself, an investment, and I had to go to community college. And I feel like that was like the best decision I ever made because I saved so much money. My parents definitely saved so much money on, going to a community college and transferring to an in-state school because I really had to take a step back and look at the big picture. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't listening at the time. I really wasn't listening at the time. I was so fixated on like leaving when we really had to like I had to really like take a step back and think about how am I going to go about this? What's the budget and how am I going to execute this play? Because I can't just pack all my stuff and be like, "Hey, let's go." I was new to the college scene. I didn't even know nothing about nothing. But now I know how the game works. And just looking back at like my community college days, man, that was like it was kind of like a love hate relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like I was taking the bus, I was taking the train. Like I was really like hungry, y'all, to like really like pass all my classes, and I was willing to do whatever it took. Whether it was me taking night classes, me taking the train, the bus, and I just gotta like give myself flowers and props to that because like I really had that determination to get the job done, and I got the job done. And sometimes I really don't like take a step back and look at how far I came. Like I always tell myself I'm always so focused on the present, which is fine, but sometimes I got to take a step back and actually like enjoy how much I've accomplished in my life. Like I don't think about that all the time. I really don't think about that all the time. Whether it's my personal goals, educational goals, fitness goals, like I don't take a step back and be like, "Man, I did a great job." Hey, remember when you know what I'm saying, when I passed my first exam, you did a great job. Like I don't sometimes I don't give myself enough credit, and I should be doing that. Like my friends, my peers always, give me the credit, but sometimes I don't like look into myself and actually like congratulate myself because I'll be like so like locked in on like grind mode and like not acknowledging my accomplishments and like that's I should do those things and I don't do those things most of the time. I be so like focused in on my craft and like I don't congratulate myself for my accomplishments. And that's something that I should be doing, you know? With me being 22 and me being in this college dorm in the city of Los Angeles, I came far, bro. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody's gonna really understand my story. That's why I really don't tell my story to people most of the time. I mean, if people ask, I'll tell it, but like I don't like tell my story for bragging rights because like that's really not the type of person I am. But I just like I really came a long way, and I'm starting to understand it and see it. I'm starting to see the vision on how far I came in my journey, and I'm still growing. Like, and the crazy part about this whole thing is that like this is only like the real level didn't even begin yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm in college. Like eventually I'm gonna be walking that stage. I'm gonna shake somebody's hand. I'm gonna get my degree and then life. Even though I'm living life now, but like I'm talking about like when I really like get out in the real world, you know what I'm saying? Where I like, even though I'm not worried about what I'm gonna do in my life. I know what I'm gonna do in my life. But sometimes you like get that thing like, man, like what we gonna do after college? And that's another thing. Like I don't like overseeing my future. It's a good thing to do, but like if you like going overthinking, like you start jumping into conclusions. Well, if this doesn't go bad, what if this? It didn't even happen yet. Like I'm overthinking about something that didn't even happen yet, you know? And I gotta like really like take a step back and just breathe. Like relax. Like you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be okay. Like I'm gonna be okay. Like there's really no problems. There's no problems that I'm dealing with right now. Like I think about this a lot, y'all. Like I really just see like I think about like how far I came and the journey. The journey is beautiful, man. Like the journey is beautiful. Like I don't take it for granted. I really like I need to acknowledge the fact that I'm doing a great job with this stuff. Like I'm not like I just stayed locked in. I made investments, within this social media thing. I made investments in certain friendships. I made investments in, certain relationships, mentors, and they invested in me and I invested in them and we built a bond that's good. I made an investment on, holding myself 10 toes down, staying in Sacramento for those 2 years, took a gap year off because, I was gonna go to HBCU and, they really wasn't rocking with me like that. So I just worked. I worked for a little bit, enjoyed my summer out there, and then eventually I was able to move here, and here we are. You know, and it's like everybody's journey is different. Everybody doesn't have that fairy tale where you graduate high school. You know what I'm saying? You meet your wife in college. You know what I'm saying? Y'all graduate together, y'all have kids, big happy family. I mean, people have those stories, but it's not always like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to everybody's race is different, man. And my mind's gonna completely shift by the time I hit 25. Like this whole this video, this story that I'm expressing, me being in college in 22, this is gonna be another just story to tell to people. It's gonna be a special one, but it's still gonna be a good story to tell. And I'm glad I'm able to document this. You know what I'm saying? Me filming in my dorm. Like this is literally, I'm gonna look back at this 5 years from now, and I'm gonna be like, man, I remember this. Like that's what's so beautiful about the journey. I'm glad I'm able to document it on my YouTube channel. It feels good, man. Um, I really didn't have much to say. I really just had to pick up the camera and film. I don't even know what I'm gonna call this. I think I'm just gonna call this I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I'm just happy that I'm just able to just pick up the camera and just talk and just vent to the camera. And hopefully people can relate to this video. You know what I'm saying? Because this is just this is my life. This is my life, and I'm taking nothing for granted. You know, this is a blessing. You know, me being in college is a blessing. Me living my life is a blessing. Me being a content creator is a blessing. All this is a blessing that God blessed me with. God put me on this earth for a reason. I have a purpose, and God is definitely working miracles, and He's not done with me yet. And I love every single step of the way. So, if you guys new to my channel, man, I go by Morgan Got Game. Welcome. I drop uh relatable content like this, reaction videos, comedic skits. If you're new to my channel, be sure to hit that thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And follow me on my social media platforms, Instagram, Morgan Got Game, and TikTok, Morgan Got Game 1. On the road to 10K subscribers on this channel, and we're going to keep growing. And I'll see y'all later. And I'm out. Peace.